Welcome back to my channel. You already know it's your boyhood digital, the rock reactor, back with another video. Yes, sir. Before I proceed, let me know where you tapping in from. Let me know what country, what city, what mountain, what hill, what cave, what island, what planet, what universe. Let me know where you at. Represent your hood. Yes, sir. So we're going to do the morning news today. I'm going to cover this because this interests me a lot. It's very good news. It was announced that President Trump is doing a peace plan and made an agreement with Israel and Hamas to actually stop the conflict. They're going to release, Hamas is going to release the hostages, and Israel will remove the troops. My question is, how long is this going to last? But let's take a look, guys. Let's take a look. Before you do, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Any donations to my channel will be greatly appreciated. My PayPal account is on the description. Let's get right to it, guys. Israel and Hamas agreed to Trump's peace plan.
Now, that historic breakthrough in the Mideast just moments ago, Israel's cabinet approving President Trump's peace plan. Now the clock is ticking for Israel to pull out of Gaza City and for Hamas to release its hostages. Garrett Hake reports tonight from the White House.
2 years after the Hamas terror attacks that sparked Israel's bloody war in Gaza, tonight President Trump celebrating his landmark agreement set to bring it to an end.
It's something that nobody thought was possible, and we're going to end up having peace in the Middle East. Who would have thought?
It's a major diplomatic victory for President Trump. Israel and Hamas both agreeing to his peace plan.
The hostages will be coming back Monday or Tuesday. I'll probably be there.
All of it following a momentous 24 hours, from Secretary of State Marco Rubio passing that note in front of the cameras to Trump's call moments after the announcement.
What do you guys have to say to President Trump?
Breaking the news to families of hostages held by Hamas.
The hostages will come back. They're all coming back on Monday.
Rubio today outlining key turning points in the negotiations. The president selling his plan to leaders of Muslim-majority nations at the UN last month, and getting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to accept it at a White House visit. Then delivering this ultimatum to Hamas to get on board.
I have a feeling that we're going to have a positive answer, but if not, as you know, baby, you'd have our full backing to do what you would have to do.
The president tonight saying the deal offers new hope for Gaza.
You can't live right now in Gaza. We're going to create better conditions for people.
But there are still key unresolved issues, including will Hamas disarm and who will run Gaza.
The first thing we're doing.
You know, guys, I just wanted to say something about Trump. You know, Trump has a habit of over-promoting himself, and Trump is the most optimistic person that you could ever see on TV or in the media. He's probably the most optimistic person in the world because everything you talk to him about it, he just makes it positive. And he's done this and he's done that. He stopped 8 wars. But I think he just puts Band-Aids on things. And like I said, this is nothing bad about Trump because Trump means well. He wants this to happen. But how long is it? For example, let's talk about this. How long is it going to last? This is not going to last long, guys. Based on what I know and based on the history, this is just a Band-Aid. I think this is going to last a little while. And then before you know it, it's going to be back. The Israelis are going to start attacking again. The war's going to start again and conflicts is going to start again. I don't see this happening. And I think that the Israelis just want those hostages back. And then once the hostages are back, they're going to start attacking again.
He's getting our hostages back, okay? And that's what people wanted more than anything else. They wanted these hostages back that have lived in hell like nobody has ever even dreamt possible. And after that, we'll see.
Hey, Garrett joins us tonight live from the White House. Garrett, we know President Trump is heading to the Mideast, and I know you have some new reporting about U.S. troop deployments to Israel as well.
That's right, Tom. The president was invited today to speak to the Israeli legislature, and he intends to do so, he says, early next week. And tonight, two senior U.S. officials said some 200 U.S. troops will be sent to Israel, but not into Gaza, to help stand up the international force that is intended to handle post-war security in Gaza. Tom?
Garrett Haake with that new reporting. Garrett, we thank you. Our Richard Engel is in Israel tonight, where there were celebrations in the streets that this 2-year-long war may finally be ending.
For the first time in recent memory, tonight both Israelis and Palestinians are celebrating the same thing: the arrival of President Trump's peace plan. In Tel Aviv, the long, somber hostage square was transformed, with Israelis singing, waving Israeli and American flags, and it's clear who many credit for the breakthrough. They are cheering not for victory, but for peace and closure. Michael Iluz wore a T-shirt showing his son Guy. Guy was at the Nova Music Festival when Hamas attacked on October 7th. He called his father, who jumped in his car and rushed to save him. Michael arrived 15 minutes after Hamas kidnapped his son. Now he's waiting for his remains. This must be such a complex day for you.
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare for me. I will be, for sure, I going to recognize my son. I want to touch his bone. I want to be able to know that that I'm going to make closure.
In Gaza, similar mixed emotions, with celebrations that are more like relief. Local health officials say more than 6.
Look at that. Look at that. That's a sad picture. See, that's a picture I don't like to look at, man. More than 67,000 Palestinians killed. And look at the infrastructure there. Look how that was left. It is sad, guys. This is sad. This is the cost of the war. Human beings lived there. These were human beings that were killed, not animals. It's like you taking a repellent, a cockroach repellent, and you just spraying it there. Pesticide. It's sad because those are people, children were living there. There were churches there. There were innocent citizens. There were innocent people. That's not a battleground. That was a city. And it's just sad. You know what's sad? That this is going to continue eventually.
67,000 Palestinians were killed in Israel's war on Hamas. Rind al-Nawajah, like nearly all Gazans, was displaced from her home. I am happy.
Look at that. Look how all the people are suffering, man. It's sad.
Today is the ceasefire because my father was killed, and now I will be able to go home and kiss his grave, she said.
Richard, the next few steps are complicated. Walk our viewers through what's going to happen.
Well, Tom, the Israeli government has just approved the deal. So now the Israeli military has 24 hours to pull out of parts of Gaza. Then Hamas has 3 days to gather and hand over all of the hostages. If it goes well, phase 2 begins, which is more complicated and concerns the future of the Gaza Strip. Tom.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.
Guys, like I said, I am very sorry for whoever doesn't agree with me, but I'm very pessimistic about this. I believe this is just a bluff from Netanyahu, whatever, to retrieve the troops and get the hostages back. And then after that, other negotiations are going to fall apart and they're going to be back to war. That is what I think, guys. Now, the fact that President Trump has good idea, good intentions, he does. President Trump has good intentions with everything. He means well. He wants to do well. It's just that sometimes he's radical. He does go a little bit overboard, and I can understand. I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I wish I had a President Trump in my country. I wish I had a president that was a little bit radical but got things done. And like I said, I don't agree with everything that Trump does or Trump says. I don't agree with everything, but I lean towards more agreement than non-agreement. Some people love Trump, some people hate Trump. I lean more towards loving Trump because Like I said, he's a little radical. And by the way, but he gets things done and he means well. He wants to get shit done. He's a patriot. He wants what's best for his country. That's just how I feel, guys. That's just how I see it. Is he perfect? No. Is there a lot of shit that he does? I don't agree with the fact that ICE is arresting American citizens. I don't agree with that. I just don't. But I also don't agree with the fact that illegal immigrants, I also understand that illegal immigrants, it's illegal. If you're illegal in a country, you're illegal. Something else is Trump, next year he should get the Nobel Prize. This year he didn't deserve it because he's just starting. And that lady from Venezuela, she's been doing hard work for years and years. But next year, I think he should be at least nominated and win. Guys, this is all I'm going to say, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think this is going to last? Like I said, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope that there's peace in the Middle East, and I really hope that Trump has, in fact, accomplished ending the war once and for all, guys. I hope I'm wrong, like I said. Guys, that was all for now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell. Hit the like button. Any donations to my channel will be greatly appreciated. My PayPal account is on the description. Peace, love, and God bless.